Hello.
One right here, it has a 20% off and includes delivery, anchors, electric, and all for 13 days.
Welcome back, guys. I was recently at the Strawberry Festival with my brother, and I'm still very much interested in looking at tiny homes, sheds that you can convert, and this one's 13.8, so enjoy.
Stuff so you can notice.
Yes, I see that. I love the fact that this one already has a light.
We also have one with a loft, and we'll have a cottage shed over there on the other side.
Over on the other side. Thank you. As I'm walking through, I'll definitely check it out. That is really cool.
Are you looking to buy a shed?
Yeah, I think I'm going to eventually buy one. I'm not sure if it's at this exact moment, but who knows? Because I already have the land, and it's just undeveloped land at this point. Okay, guys, so this is a 12 by 32, and now I've moved into another building, a smaller building with my brother. I was looking at this one because I wanted to see the price on it. I believe this was around 5 or 6 grand. There it is. Where's that price? 5,300. So I was thinking about, like, if you have a garden or even on the land where I am, I get out there and I'm like, I really have to pee, and then I have to go back home and it's like 10 minutes away. And it would be so nice to just have like a bathroom building out there, like with, the toilet, the sink, and even like shower and bathtub. So a little small building like this could be like a little bathhouse is what I was thinking of. Now, of course, wherever you are, just make sure to know about permitting in your area, because, when you get one of these buildings, you can just get a storage building permit, and I doubt anybody's going to go in there and say, open the door, let me see what's really in there. But if you are going to make it into a tiny home, just make sure that, you are looking into how to do that appropriately. Also bear in mind that a tiny home typically has to have like a kitchen, a bathroom. So if you are just somebody that's, in a shed or garden building and you're sleeping in there and there's no plumbing, there's no kitchen and all that, that's really not technically a house, at least as defined in the books where I am, which is in Central Florida. So you don't want to, declare that you have a tiny home and pay a ton of taxes if, in fact, it's not really even a home. So there's a lot to discover with this whole, tiny home market. But my brother was giving me some encouragement as we look at chickens, because I'm sure you're like, okay, why are we looking at the chickens? But this was the other part of the Strawberry Festival. We went to look at some rabbits and chickens. But my brother was saying to me, because I was telling him I was a bit intimidated about, the amount of work it would take, as far as insulation. I didn't feel comfortable about that. And then the walls and the flooring. And he was saying insulation is not a big deal at all. And showing me, he even sent me some photos of how he did insulation in a shed that's at the property where he's located. He was just saying keep it a couple of inches from the wall. And he even put an AC unit, a mini split in that building. So it was comforting and encouraging to just speak with him about it. Also, when you go to these places with the tiny homes and the sheds, feel free to ask the folks if they've ever turned them into the sheds into tiny homes, and ask them about plumbing and walls and things of that sort. If you're like myself and you haven't done it yourself, I've made sure to do that and use the resources that are around me to just ask folks about recommendations and to just start that conversation about how they would go about doing it. So it is something that's very exciting, and in a time where we are all, or not all of us, but a lot of us are wanting to save money and possibly downsize and even go into an alternative lifestyle, I think it is very important to share information and to feel free and confident that this is something that you can do if you want to do it for yourselves. All right, guys, God bless you. These birds are absolutely stunning. I hope that this video has helped you if you're looking into the tiny home situation. See you in the next video. Bye.